My name is Shane Nordy, and we're here on the La Jolla Reservation. Peo Miquichiam land means people of the West. La Jolla is a really good place, close-knit community. Mostly everyone around knows each other. Before coming back here, I was in the Native movement for about 6 years. Seeing how the Native movement operated, as far as, who were the players, who were the shakers. That's where, for me, I started to kind of notice, how people were in the movement, whether they were shady, whether they take ideas, take this, take that, tell on this, tell on that, put this person on blast, put that person on blast. Shit isn't good. I was telling my lady, I was like, hey, this isn't cool. Just go home. Because this shit is hijacked. This shit is infiltrated. I'm gonna get out while I can. I don't need to chase this dream. I don't need to be slinging this trauma for $9.99. I need to go back to home and go back to my roots. There's a lot of stigma out there on psychedelics. For me, I want to try to create a space to where people can learn and understand about these earth-based sacraments, these medicines. We come from high levels of trauma, and there's nothing wrong with wanting to address that, heal, get better, and offer that to the world. Who we are at the church, the honor we carry as far as our respect for Creator Mother Earth and then each other. I feel honored to give people help, whether it's personal help, spiritual help, or letting them figure it out them damn selves. And so for my brothers, I think they're honored as well to be a part of that, that community of giving back.
I was just, kind of struggling in my own life, just finding an identity of who I was. As a child of immigration, I was undocumented in this country for a really long time. So, I couldn't really do stuff that my friends were doing, getting licenses, getting jobs. So I kind of beat myself up for a long time. What gives another human the right to tell them they're undocumented? What gives them the power? We're all children of Creator. To have to go through, this form of rejection through society and through different things like that.
I was assigned to the 5th Brigade, 2nd Infantry Division, Stryker Brigade Combat Team, and was deploying to Afghanistan. My unit participated in the Battle of Marja, which is one of the biggest battles since the occupation. My unit lost 3 to an IED explosion that I was one of the first on the scenes for. Put tourniquets on the guys that were still surviving, picking up body parts. I was blown up twice, completely knocked unconscious both times. There's no healing from the traumatic brain injuries that you just went through. You're just pushing through them. Since being back from Afghanistan, in my same unit, I've lost 7 to suicide. For a while there, it was just one after the other. It seemed like.
For me, the deepest part of the trauma of a football player was the whole dynamic of taking my body and my health, and putting it on the line. And all the things I justified, abusing my body for the money or the fame or what all of those things, and having to sit with the reality of those things really happened, What I realized as part of the ritual was the prep process.
Going up there is kind of reality check. You're in the land. You have, the lodge. You're literally physically doing it with your own hands. How to tend to the fire, how to put the rocks in, the right way to walk around in the wamkish, the right way to walk around in the sweat.
Going up higher up on the mountain and cutting down the cedar, and as he's cutting it down, Shane, talking to us about the cedar, and just connecting us to the whole process, right? In anything we do, in football, You know, we all have our pre-game ritual that gets us ready, you know, and it's very intentional. And I felt that when we were going there.
It's just an honor to be able to go and learn, and it's an honor to be able to do it wrong and to be taught how to do it the right way.
To me, that's very honorable because it's like they don't have to be here, you know, and so I think it's really cool that they get to have a piece of that help.
As you're going through the ritual, you feel like you were part of it from the very beginning, and there's like a deeper connection to it all.
You know, you got all these companies and organizations out there that are rolling with synthetic healing, synthetic medicine. People are trying to extract synthetic DMT, synthetic mescaline. Everything's going synthetic on that end, you know? And same thing with the healing. They're using like audio tour, like headphones to where whether they're mimicking people's voice patterns, mimicking, you know, different frequencies, different earth sounds. It's kind of weird because for me, I'm like, how is that not a form of like reprogramming or brainwashing people? Because you're not even letting people gain a real experience outside of that model. Like your whole scenario is gassed up. Like you may think you're having your experience, but your whole scenario is gassed up for data. And to me, that's weird. That sounds like the fucking vax, bro. Sounds like the COVID shot, bro. Like I would feel low-key violated. Like I would feel violated because I'm like giving up all my freedom as far as like my ears, my eyes.
Anyone who's putting mushrooms into someone in a clinical setting and sending them on their ways is wrong. Community it's essential, you know, especially for veterans. These new psychedelic organizations that are popping up, they try to do too much too fast, get numbers. Everybody and anyone who wants to pay the amount can come and eat mushrooms or take whatever MDMA or any of that shit. But in the end, that's just furthering the people from each other.
And I think in nature, it connects you to everything, you know, not just figuring out your little problems in this little box.
Reverence and respect for the land and the people that are of these medicines cannot be underestimated. It is imperative.
This is powerful medicine that's been around for a long time.
We operate off of a certain radar, you know, and we only operate within that radar. But what we don't understand is that there's a bigger radar around us that we can't understand, that we can't see, and that society and life today, they don't teach us how to even be humble or to be grateful to it.
That fire, like we were saying earlier, is like a portal, beacon, you know, connector.
It took me back. The fire took me back, and the deepest insight was we've been doing this for thousands of years. There's something ancient in the fire, like it's been there the whole time, you know, kind of witnessing so much. Yeah.
My dad died like more than a few years ago, and my mom died a couple years ago, like right as COVID was hitting. The first time when I went into the Wonkish was when I really got closure, I felt like, you know, from mourning, or what do you call it, grieving, you know. I got closure. I felt like they were there. They came down with me, you know, as on medicine. And even my grandma that I barely even knew since I was a kid, you know, my dad's mom and, you know, everybody who had died. And they're like, it's good, man, we're cool. You need to live your life type thing. You know what I mean? Like, we're good.
The land, the fire, my brothers, all of that is what's healing me. That's what's teaching me.
I could take you to the top of the mountain, or I could fucking take you on a sickle trail hike up, and everything I show you, I could charge you for it. You know, I could charge you for showing you the sage, I could charge you for showing you about this ant pile, or I could just be like, hey, here's this path to the top, and you can go. And if you ask me, I'll go up there. I've already been up there, but I know the trail. So if you want me to go with you, I'll go with you. But for the most part, you know, it's up to you to go up there. You know, it's up for you to go to the top and see what's up there for yourself. Because I can only tell you what's up there from my eyes. It's all free. You know what I mean? Like, if you really need gas, I'll give you gas. If you need a ticket to fly here, I'll fly you here. You know, but it's like it's running at its own pace versus the human trying to put his pace to it, you know? It's its own thing, and that's what I like to give people, is their own right to their own healing.